Today's video is really only useful for a few of you, and I know it's not going to do well, it's not going to be great for the channel, but it's going to serve very well some of you. Those of you who are not able to access the petition that your company filed or your lawyer filed, they don't want to give it to you, I'm going to show you how you can get it directly from USCIS. Hi, my name is Oscar, and as you know, I'm a scientist, not a lawyer. In this channel, we talk about green cards like EB-2NAW or EB-1A, green cards in which you can be the owner of your own future. You don't need to have a company sponsoring you, you don't need to have a job offer, and you can even do this process by yourself without paying a lot for a lawyer. Today, I'm actually going to discuss a little bit lawyers because sometimes we do something with a lawyer, we file an EB-1, an EB-2, it doesn't really matter. This is open to any type of green card, even if we typically talk about EB-2NAW and EB-1A. And sometimes these lawyers, they don't want to share what they did with us. Imagine that you file a case and the case got an RFE, and you are not happy with the lawyers and you want to finish the process by yourself or with another lawyer. And you go to your first attorney and they don't want to share your petition. And sometimes it's not about the lawyers, it's about the company. Maybe you are doing this as part of a company-sponsored benefit. Maybe it's an EB-2NAW that a company filed for you, and the company won't share what petition they filed for you. It's crazy because you should have access to that. It's your petition. I mean, yeah, they are the petitioners, you are the beneficiary, but they are talking about you. And you should have any documents that pertain to your immigration future. And it's not only Oscar saying that, USCIS also agrees, and that's why, as part of the bigger transparency program that the US government has, they run what is called a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act request. So you can file that request with the agency. In this case, we're talking about USCIS. And after a couple of weeks, you should get the documents back to you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do it exactly so you don't have to do it twice, because there's a couple of things that you need to pay attention to when you are filing this FOIA request, so they actually give you everything you need. Yes, you will get some of the documents redacted, but for the most part, you will have access to everything that matters in your case. Let's take a look at how you can submit your FOIA request by looking at how I did it, because I did my EB-1 with a company, and just for fun, I accessed those documents so I can show you how to do it yourself. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to Google and type USCIS FOIA request, and you will access a website. You need to have a USCIS account, so that's very easy to create. Go ahead and create it, and then you will be able to start this process and you will get to this screen. You will click on the option For Myself, and then you will start the 4-step process to submit your request. In the first step, you will indicate what process you need the documentation for. In this case, we are trying to get the documents for my EB-1 application, so we will select I-140. You can see here that there are many other options, so if you are interested on other processes, you can go ahead and select them. Very important, also click on Other at the bottom, so the text box is activated and you can type. You will then type something similar to what I wrote. This is basically to tell USCIS that you will not only want the forms, but you also want all the documents related to your case, and that would include the petition cover letter and any exhibits. Hit Next. Then in the second screen, you will type your A number. If you already have your green card, the A number is in your actual card. If you don't, your A number is in your I-797 Notice of Action from USCIS, located above your name in the beneficiary name field on the top right side of the form. Then select your country of birth, birth date, and the receipt number. The receipt number is located in the Notice of Action after your case was filed. Click Next and fill out your information, your full name, and if you use other names in the past. Hit Next. Write your mailing address, your phone number, and email address. Click Next and add the names of your parents. This is probably just a way USCIS makes sure this is really you and no one else requesting the information, since you know all this information about yourself. If you want to avoid USCIS redacting some documents, like recommendation letters, you could obtain the recommender's authorization and upload it here. In my opinion, this is not really useful because they only redact short portions of the letters, and you probably have the copies of the letters anyway. Hit Next, and here you can upload any relevant files, but I did not use this. Finally, select Next and take a look at the summary for your request. Make sure everything is correct before submitting it. Type your full name to sign and date it. I submitted this request in the last week of July, just to give you a sense of how long the full process took. So submit the request, and now it's time to wait for USCIS. In my case, the agency took 5 weeks to notify that they were done and my documents were available. So I headed to the same website inside my USCIS account, and I could access all the documents submitted from the company's lawyers without the company or the lawyers ever being part of the request. You will notice that there is a partial denial letter, but don't worry, this is normal. This is USCIS saying that they redacted parts of the documents. Surprisingly, they did not only uploaded my EB1 petition, but they also uploaded the EB2 NAW petition I did by myself and all my documents for the adjustment of status. I hope this video was useful. Please do not submit a FOIA request just for fun. I did only this for demonstration purposes, and it takes a lot of time from USCIS officers to do this. So if you don't really need these documents or any documents for something specific, this is a total waste of resources. They would need to locate your files, scan them, redact them, upload them. But did I mention that you won't even have to pay for this? At least directly. They will probably get your money through some other ways. Interested on EB2 NAW or EB1A? Check out our websites for do-it-yourself petitioners like yourself. Here on the left side you have eb1greencard.info, on the right side eb2naw.info, and our websites in Spanish and Portuguese. You will find a lot of resources for people like you who want to take the future into their own hands. And out of all the resources we offer, I recommend you check out our online courses. Here on screen you have our EB2NAW Green Card course curriculum. We have 10 modules full of video lectures exclusive to course members, and we teach you everything about this process, how to put together your documents like recommendation letters, petition cover letters, professional or business plans. You can submit questions in each lesson, and once a month we meet in a monthly live session so you can ask directly. So the question for you is, what are you waiting for? Join us. I hope this video was useful. Thank you as always for supporting the channel, for subscribing, sharing the video with others, liking it, and we will see you next week here.